Hi, Jason Gideon here, and I was just thinking the other day I should do a 1 year review of my Polaris XP 1000 Ranger NorthStar Edition. And then, oddly enough, I actually had someone that was a subscriber that had asked for my thoughts about that, so it's kind of good timing. And had a little extra time here tonight, and thought I'd do that. So, assuming that you watched the first review, it's been about a year now, and I got to tell you, this has been a flawless machine. Um, I think the biggest thing that we've done throughout the year here is use it for some construction projects that we have, some civil projects that we're doing, and we have hauled just about everything that you can possibly think in this bed. I've had it full of 1 inch clean rock. My guess is at least 1,000 pounds, and the tilt bed, it's got electric tilt bed on it. It lifted it no problem. Dirt, which has been loaded up with one of the excavators back there. Huge stumps, barely would fit in the back of this thing, and the excavator kind of struggles to pick them up. So they're probably 800-900 pounds easy, no problem. We use it for workbench, surveying. I mean, we just use it for just so many things, and it gets around great. Take it up to northeast Wisconsin, up in the trails there, and this last fall was a rather wet fall, and we were going through mud and water at least up to here, no problem. I will say it's not waterproof per se. I mean, it's got these rubber seals on the door, but water will come in, not like gushing in, but you don't want to dilly-dally around if you don't want to get your feet wet anyways. But it's easy to get the water out. Just open the doors up and the water will flow out. But never got stuck with it. And some of that is just being responsible and not pushing the machine to its extreme limits. But it's no fun having to get out of the machine and get stuck. Well, let me take that back. Actually, I think I did. So we were in Black River Falls, Wisconsin. We were on the trails. Again, it was very wet. Yes, I do remember now. We did get stuck. I got stuck in a rut. The machine had listed to the left. Probably, I think it was right around 17 degrees. I do have an inclinometer inside. And so I had to egress out the passenger side. My fiance had to get out to truck through the mud to get the winch hooked up to a tree for us to get out. And we were on the left-hand side of the trail, and for lack of a better word, some douchebag came in with these big, UTVs and four-seater. Thought he was going to try and get through there, and he came blasting through. I'm standing on the back of the bed trying to get an additional tow strap. He comes blasting through, and just this wall of mud and water goes all over me, inside the cab, everything. Of course, he got stuck exactly parallel to me, so that sucked. Anyways, we got ourselves winched out, no problem, and I left him there to fend for himself because that wasn't very courteous to try to go through that while someone else was stuck. So yeah, I did get stuck once, but that was kind of my deal for not prodding around a little bit and making sure that it was feasible. So, but other than that, it's been great. Got a hitch on it, so we do use that to kind of pull trailers around here on the property and at our business, kind of staging and whatnot. It's a little bit easier to kind of get them into their parking slots sometimes. Excuse me, than a vehicle. So great on fuel. I can run in high and run 35 to 45 miles an hour on the trails, pretty much all day long without having to fuel up. Heat and air conditioning works great. I've never had any issues with that. It's been pretty, like I said, it's been pretty much a flawless machine. Haven't had any issues. It's been in the extreme cold, minus 30. It's always started. It's just been really good. I did have the doors off for a brief time this summer because I was just constantly in and out doing surveys and stuff like that. Relatively easy to come off. They just come straight up off of the hinges here. Just lift the whole door assembly off. The door is damn heavy though, I will say that. And it's kind of problematic storing it somewhere, but 98.5% of the time I just leave the doors on. Sometimes what I do, if it's just kind of a short-term deal, these doors do open up back all the way, and then I'll just put the window down and just take a bungee cord and go around here, this rub rail, and you can see there's still, clearance there, so the wheel won't hit it or nothing like that. Just getting in and out, it kind of gets a little annoying having to open the door. And even after all this time, I find myself sometimes, and of course our employees, always wanting to go to the back to open it up like a traditional car. It's kind of odd having to open it up like this, and sometimes it's problematic too, because when the vehicle is listing to one side, or you're in an extreme angle and you want to try to get out, you usually can't because the bottom of the door here will hit. So it kind of hinges the other way, especially the way this is shaped. You might be able to clear that at least enough to be able to squeeze out, but again, that's just the user putting themselves in a precarious situation, really. But you got a winch on the front of it there. Yeah, sorry, it's a little dirty. Just keeping it real here. I'm not trying to get anything gussied up. So, but yeah, I really do like it, and it has been working quite well. Four-wheel drive works well. Most of the time I keep it in work mode. There's, if you're not familiar with, it's probably going to be a little dark here, but there is a work mode, standard, and performance. The work mode, and I keep it usually in one-wheel drive, just kind of putting around. Or you got your two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive switch there, but it changes something in the engine or transmission or something, so that it's just not so responsive and herky-jerky. So it's just a little more smoother when you're just trying to go around in low speeds and trying to navigate and that type of stuff. But usually on the trails, I keep it in performance mode and two-wheel drive, and just have fun there. So it's been upfitted quite a bit, though, obviously, but I got quite a number of lights. I got the lights on the side here, and then up front here, which these are Polaris lights, the Pro Armor. And then I got one down there, and then I got aftermarket headlamps in there, like 5700 Kelvin, I think. And then I got emergency lights here. These does have a turn signal and hazard function as well. And then I got the beacon light and the rear lights back here as well. Just usually work at night, so it's nice having 360-degree coverage so you can see. And then these are just my light controls right here for the beacon and for the LED light flashers and stuff, and I can change my flash patterns and all that good stuff. So Bluetooth works pretty good. The GPS works great. Although it's probably, I gotta update something, but sometimes not all the trails are on the trail system through Polaris. But that's no big deal because they're typically marked anyways. But other than that, it's been a really good machine. And just FYI, it is a pain in the ass to clean the inside of this. When that person splashed all that mud and water in here, it was a nightmare trying to clean all this interior, proper like. So just because a lot of this is hard to see, but a lot of this plastic's got a texture to it, so it doesn't really wipe down very well. It kind of gets embedded in that, and I wish it was a more smoother material, to be honest with you. It'd be easier to clean, but I guess they have their reasons for it. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting one, I suggest yes. It's a very good machine. Haven't had any issues with it at all, and I think it's definitely a good value, and it's very, very versatile. I came from the ATV world. I was hardcore into ATVs and mudders and stuff like that, and for some reason or another, I got shown this when I was looking at getting another ATV, and I decided to get it, not really realizing its potential. And then once I got it, it's been doing a million things other than what I can imagine it probably should be doing. I mean, heck, we've set ladders up in the back to be able to reach, branches and trees for trimming. I mean, it's just, we've done so much with it that it's been really good value, and it's a good addition to our estate and our companies to be able to do what we're doing. In fact, the bed is big enough for 60 cell solar panels to fit in and haul around, which is what one of our businesses is solar. So it works out really good when you're out in the cornfields and it's muddy or whatever, to be able to transport that back and forth from the job trailer. So yeah, it works out great. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this and hope it was a little enlightening, and I appreciate it, and tune in next time. Thanks.